Welcome tonight to Yin Yoga. And we're going to be looking at Yin Yoga for insomnia tonight. The more people I talk to, the more elusive sleep seems to be. And Yin, as we know, is wonderful for bringing the energy down, helping us relaxed. But certain poses and breath work techniques can be especially beneficial. So first thing, let's go ahead and lie down so we can do this breath technique called the 4-7-8 breath. And this was developed by Andrew Weil, Dr. Andrew Weil, Doctor of Integrative Medicine, Harvard University. So we are going to be inhaling to 4, holding for 7, and then we're going to do a whooshing sound on the exhale. So it'll sound like this. And feel free to sit up if that is better for you. You can lie down, you can sit up, whatever feels more relaxed. So start by finding a natural rhythm to the breath. You can close your eyes, welcoming in gravity to your shoulders, to your whole body. Noticing the bottom of the exhale and noticing the top of the inhale. We'll begin the 4-7-8 breath here, exhaling completely. Breathe in through the nose, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whoosh sound. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whoosh, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that whoosh is like, let it go. In, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And notice if that feels strained as you take a few natural breaths. And if that felt too strained and you felt like it was making you anxious, try instead 3, 4, 6. So just half of that on your own. So either 4-7-8, holding for 7, exhaling for 8, or 3-4-6, holding for 4. At your own pace. Whoosh on the exhale. As you breathe in, you're breathing in relaxation. Holding that relaxation in. And as you whoosh, exhale, let go of the thoughts, the stress of the day. Let it drain out. Let's do one more round. Coming back to a natural breath rhythm. Just notice how you feel. Perhaps you feel a little more gravity setting in. So remembering that next time you're lying in bed with the thoughts stirring. 3-4-6 or 4-7-8. All right, moving into the body now. So out of the mind and the counting, out of thinking and into feeling and sensing. Let's start in our first shape tonight, dangling. And if you have a wall space or a bed that you can lean into, I highly recommend. I've been playing with this one lately. So our forward fold here. Feet at least as wide as the hips. And if you have a wall you can lean into, feeling the back of the head and the shoulders on the wall. You can bend your knees as much as you need, so taking your time to set this up. If there's no wall, no worries. You're welcome to come back to that whooshing sound out the lips on the exhale. And you may want to start with the belly on the thighs and the knees bent. Your hands can find opposite elbows. And the crown of your head reaches towards the floor. See if that helps to have the wall or bed behind you. And then again, just thinking about all the extraneous thoughts, worries, concerns, sliding down the spine, through the back curve of the neck, around the skull, and off the crown of the head, releasing into the earth. Bringing length and traction to the spine. Wonderful inversion, heart overhead. Just a couple more breaths here. Again, you're welcome to come back to that whoosh out the lips. And when you're ready, when you're leaning, if you're leaning against the wall, you can lean away from the wall. And slowly come back to the ground. We're going to make our way to child's pose. I invite you to cushion your knees. You can bring the knees wide, big toes touch. And my favorite variation, feel free to try it, hugging child's pose with the hands across the chest to the shoulders and head turned in one direction. If that doesn't agree with your body, take a variation that does. Anywhere you'd like to put your arms. Settle in a little more to gravity. Settle into your hips. Head nice and heavy. So continuing to allow the thoughts to move down into the earth. Often this is what keeps us awake, is the chatter. Ceasing thinking, moving into feeling and sensing. Feeling sensation around the hip joints. Feeling sensation around the knee joints. Feeling sensation around the ankle joints. Feeling the belly soften. And your jaw slacken. Checking in with the arms. If they're good where they are, you need to readjust in any way. Maybe hands back by the feet, arms over your head, and then settling back in. Noticing new sensations. Bringing your awareness to the space around the sacrum, the top of the pelvis, connecting to your tailbone. And envisioning that space as a warm golden light around the sacrum. And the nurturance that this pose brings to your sacrum and entire pelvis. One more long exhalation here. You're welcome to whoosh it out. Bring the hands to the floor and slowly peel up. We're going to sit back here in Seiza. You're welcome to do it onto your heels, or my preference, cowboy style, onto the bolster. We're going to work into our neck. We're going to relax into our neck. We're going to take the work out. So finding a seat that's comfortable for you. And allow the neck to go turtle, so chin forward. And then tuck the chin back, giraffe. Let's close the eyes as we do this. Feel how as you tuck your chin back, your pelvis may tilt forward. And then as your chin moves forward, turtling, your pelvis tucks under. As your chin tucks back, giraffe, pelvis tilts forward. One more time. Moving the chin forward, turtle, pelvis rounds. And tuck the chin back, lengthen the back of the neck, pelvis tilts forward. Now see if you can find somewhere in between those two. Ears over shoulders, pelvis neutral. Happy neck. Okay, we're gonna do some mindfulness exercises here through the neck to wake up the fibers. So imagining there is a pencil on the top of your head. Close your eyes, that pencil point pointing to the ceiling. And in a clockwise direction, make a tiny circle the size of a golf ball on the ceiling. Next one will be about the size of a baseball. And then a softball. And next circle the size of a small dinner plate. You can imagine what's on that dinner plate. Anything your heart desires. And the next circle, a larger dinner plate. Anything your heart desires there. And then a large, wide, oval-shaped serving platter. What are you serving to your loved ones tonight? One more time. Big, wide, oval. We'll come back to center and we'll do it all in the opposite direction, counterclockwise. So it's nice and tall, ears over shoulders. Counterclockwise, golf ball. And then a baseball. And a softball, slightly larger. And then a small tapas plate. What kind of tapas will you be enjoying tonight? And a larger dinner plate. What's for dinner? And then moving into a wide serving platter here. What are you serving up? Nice and slow. Okay. Now we'll let the left ear fall towards the left shoulder, right fingertips towards the ground. Take your left hand all the way over the head and cup your fingertips around your ear. Relax that left shoulder. And as your right fingertips move towards the ground, play with the angle of the head. So you can drop the chin down or lift the chin up. Another option here would be to turn that right thumb back and bring the right arm behind your back. See how that changes sensation. So as you look down towards your left thigh, move that stretch to the back of the neck. Going easy and gentle. One more breath. Exhale, big whoosh. Move that right arm from behind the back. Take your left fingertips above your left ear and guide your head back to center. Let your hands rest in your thighs. Take a breath. And drop your chin and roll right ear towards right shoulder. Left fingertips to the ground. Right hand will cup around your ear. So you're cradling your head in your hand. Left fingertips can either reach down or you can turn your thumb back and bring the back of the hand to the small of the back. And play with the angle. So without pulling or pressing through the hand, just rest. Right hand on head. Bring your gaze down to the right thigh and get that stretch to the back side of it. And bring the ear back over the shoulder. And release the left arm from behind the back. Take your right fingertips above your right ear and guide your head back to center. Exhale. Okay, one more here. We're going to interlace the fingers behind the back of your skull and let your elbows flop in towards your ears. And with the inhale, lift your chest. The exhale, let your chin fall downwards. Releasing the back of the neck. This can often be a source of insomnia, right? Just pain in the neck. One more breath here. Elbows soft, shoulders soft. Let your hands come back to your thighs and just notice. Notice how your neck feels. Right over your shoulders. All right, now that our knees are nice and warmed, I'm going to take a nice reclined hero pose, one leg at a time. If this is not agreeing with your knees and your knees are not having this, I will show you the wiper twist option. So you can come off of the bolster or blocks. So the first option would be reclined hero. We'll start on the right side. I'll show you both options and decide which one works for you. So if we take the right foot and tuck it under, right shin and right knee towards the ground, arms can reach overhead. If that's not happening in your body, totally understandable. Feet will go as wide as the mat, pinky toes on the edge of the mat, arms to a T, and then you'll drop both knees to the left. So we'll all be getting that sensation through the front of the right thigh. Don't force anything. See what works in your body. So if you're doing the reclined hero on the right side, you'll have your right heel up against the side of the right thigh and hip. The option for your arms overhead, or anywhere you want your arms. Really. If you're in that wiper twist, right knee pointing down, open sensation front of the thigh. Settling in here. Check in with your low back here. If your low back is feeling crunched, you can give a little tuck of the pelvis under and then lower the hips back down. You can also do a little brace of the lower abdominals if it feels too crunchy. As we open up the front of the thigh here, we open up our stomach and spleen meridian. And the spleen is where we hold a lot of our worry. Worries tend to keep us up at night. So if we've got stagnation around the spleen, we might be lying there excessively worrying. So imagining here as you work through this front seam of the leg, visualize the circulation moving and the excessive worrying moving along. Ceasing thinking, Inviting, feeling, and sensing. Couple more breaths on this right side. With your arms over your head, bring them back down by your side. If you have your right foot tucked under, you can lean off to the left and slowly bring that right foot to the ground. And we'll all bring the knees back up to point to the ceiling, feet as wide as the mat, and let the knees knock together, constructive rest. Allowing the hands to rest on the belly. And inviting your breath to massage the belly as you breathe into the hands. This belly breathing, rising and falling, swelling and contracting, creating a nice massage for the stomach and the spleen. And just notice how your right side feels compared to your left. And I realized I was just calling it reclined hero. In the Hatha tradition, it's called reclined hero. In Yin, we call it saddle, but call it what you want. So if you're doing half saddle, you can take the top of the left foot, tuck it under. If that's not agreeing with your knees, you'll keep your feet as wide as the mat, arms out to the sides, and let both knees drop to the right. So either way, we will all be targeting the front of that left hip. Front of the left thigh and even into the belly, lower belly. You have your arms over your head, you'll start to feel it all the way up through the diaphragm into the ribs, and even into your stomach and spleen, under your left side ribs. And as you lie here on your back, feeling the length through the back of the neck. So that ease we created through those neck stretches. Spaciousness to the cervical spine and all the vertebrae in between. You may find it helpful here to bring your right hand under your left side ribs and let your palm rest there. That's your stomach and spleen there, and under the ribs. So as the circulation moves through that meridian, ends back into those organs, nourishing your organs. Under the palm of your hand. Couple more breaths here, left side. Either your half saddle or your wiper twist. When you're ready to exit the pose, bring your arms back by your side. You have your left foot tucked under, carefully and slowly roll to the right side and untuck the foot. And all bring your knees back up. Feet as wide as your mat, let your knees knock back together. Constructive rest. Bring your hands back to the belly. So your left hand under your left side ribs, your right hand under your right side ribs. So we'll breathe into both stomach, spleen, and liver gallbladder on the right. So inhale, swell into the hands, under the ribs. Exhale, organs, belly, diaphragm contract. Inhale, swelling the organs into the hand. Exhale, contract back. Once more, inhale, big swell. Massaging the whole belly region. Exhale with the breath. Let's bring the feet back in under the knees and hug your knees into your belly. And with that massage, now your kidneys, rocking side to side. Circle the knees. And just taking a moment as we're halfway through to kind of take stock of how you feel. Feet back on the ground. All right, let's take a little lateral flexion in our spine, little banana asana. So let your legs stretch all the way to the bottom of the mat. And then scoot your body over to the right side of your mat. Scoot your body to the right. And then walk your feet all the way to the left. So your body makes this banana arc to the right. And then tuck the buttocks and the hips underneath the body so your buttocks lay flat. And your right hip is about even with your left hip. You'll already start to feel some sensation around the right side hip and low back. If you would like more, you can stack right foot over left. And if you want to play the edge even more, you can reach right arm over your head. You can hold the right wrist with the left hand. If you need some more support, you can tuck a pillow or bolster under that right shoulder and right arm. And you're welcome to just keep your arms by your side and focus on the low body. Remember, this is one of those subtle yin poses that we may not feel until we come out of the pose. And I find I always need to like tuck my buttocks under a couple times to get it just right in my low back. I invite you to do the same. When you find it, you'll know. Surrender to gravity. Bathe your right side body with breath. Since this is one of these poses that we really need to be doing on a regular basis, the more time we spend sitting at desks, this lateral flexion becomes so imperative to our well-being. We're going to take a little longer time here. And if it stops agreeing with you at any point, you're welcome to make your way up. We open under the right side ribs. We open more space around our liver gallbladder. Soothing, loving breaths to your liver gallbladder. If you start to notice that you aren't feeling very much anymore, you're welcome to keep crawling the body over to the left, maybe the feet a little more to the left. So playing the edge to that just right sensation, about 4 or 5 out of 10. All right, take our last couple breaths here on the right side of banana pose. Slowly come out one step at a time. So begin by bringing your arms back by your side, they're over your head. And bring your torso back to center and cross the ankles. And let's take about 30 seconds or so here in Shavasana, shifting the body back to center. Notice what you notice. Where are you feeling surges of sensation? Luxuriating in Shavasana. About another 10 or so breaths. Okay, moving into our banana on the left side. Begin by scooting your whole body to the left edge of your mat. And then crawl your feet to the bottom right corner of your mat. And notice your left hip is probably lifting up higher than the right. So tuck the buttocks underneath the body and lay those hips down flat. An option to just stay here, or you can cross left ankle over right and or reach left arm overhead, holding your left wrist with your right hand. And we are gonna luxuriate here. So remember that sensation should be about 4 or 5 out of 10. So just enough to feel something, not too much. If you start to lose an edge and you don't feel anything at all, you can scoot the body a little more right, feet a little more to the right. Again, feel free to play with tucking the buttocks under a couple more times until it feels just right. And now we get to breathe into the space around that stomach and spleen, under the left side ribs. Ceasing thinking, moving into feeling and sensing. Whole left side body. So about halfway through, if you'd like to play the edge and crawl more to the right to deepen that flexion, that lateral flexion, you're welcome to stay just as you are. Our last couple breaths here. The left side, banana pose. Slowly come out one step at a time. If you're holding the wrist, let go of that left wrist, arms by your side. Uncross the ankles and shift your whole body back to the center of the mat, coming into about 10 or so breaths, luxurious breaths of Shavasana. Feeling all of that circulation move through the entire body. You may feel it in your fingers and toes. You feel the rush through the arms and through the sides of the legs. It's all around your organs, spacious, sparkly. Notice what you feel. Without analyzing, just allow it to flow. When you feel complete, bring your feet back to the ground, hug your knees in, rock side to side. So much of getting to sleep at night is just getting out of the chatter of the mind and into the body. That's why body scan meditations are so relaxing, because they just give us that break from the constant monkey mind chatter. And once we can get into the body, we can let go and surrender. Let's bring feet to the ground, roll over to your side, and slowly peel on up. Banana asana is a powerful pose, and you don't realize it until you come out of it. Take a moment, sit upright. Notice how we sit taller, spacious. All right. The next two poses, I'd say, if you're in bed and you're wondering what to do with the body that doesn't feel too involved and doesn't feel too complicated, I would say these next two poses you can do in your bed. You don't even need your bolster. You could just use your bed pillow. But since we have our bolster, let's use it. Belly down twist. Combining the neutralizing, calming effect of twisting with forward folding. You can bring the right hip up against the edge of the bolster. Bring the knees together, hands on either side. You could do this with your bed pillow too. Maybe two bed pillows. We'll press down, get nice and tall, inhale. And exhale, twist to the right. Belly down, ribs down, chest down, forearms down, and head will turn to the left. And if you need any cushioning between your knees or ankles, invite that in. So see if you can visualize yourself doing this in bed on a sleepless night. Literally unwinding yourself, unraveling. Check your shoulders. They hiked up towards the ears, so let them drop heavy. Gravity pulling them downwards. No effort. Noticing where your elbows are resting. If they're more comfortable further away from the bolster or closer into the bolster. What feels more nurturing? Take your last breath here, envisioning that rotation of the spine around the body, around the bolster. Exhale it out. Bring the palms to the mat. Slowly peel yourself off. Take a moment sitting cross-legged, feeling, sensing. I'll switch sides. Bolster now to your left hip. Hands around the edges, knees together. And press down, inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, twist to the left. Belly down, ribs down, chest down, arms down. And most importantly, shoulders down, shoulders away from those ears. Where do your arms feel best? Softly close the eyes. Let your whole body weight melt into that bolster, into your bed pillow, into your bed. Take our last breath here. Whoosh it out. Slide your palms back and peel yourself back upright. Going back to that cross-legged seat. So, nice one to do in bed when you just feel like a whole yoga routine would feel like too much to do. In the moment as you're trying to fall asleep, try that sometime. Let me know how it works. Report back to me. Okay, and then the other pose, if we could only have one or two poses to wind us down, I would say legs up the wall. And if you're already in bed, maybe it's legs up the headboard of your bed. If you're on the ground next to your bed, it could be legs up and over your bed, as you wish. So find your leg up prop of choice. Perhaps you want something, a pillow to cushion your head. If you're in bed, you could already grab your pillow and have it ready. Scoot on in and sweep those legs on up. And feel how this settles the low back. We did a lot of movement in our low back tonight, so let that low back just soften all the way in. Your knees can softly bend. Arms wherever you wish. Feeling, sensing circulation through the feet. Feeling that downward movement. Sensing, feeling circulation around your knees. Continuing to feel that energy move downward into the hips, sacrum, low back. For the next couple minutes, you're welcome to alternate between caterpillar, where we are now with the legs up, butterfly with the soles of the feet together, knees open out, dragonfly with the legs wide, and squat with the bottoms of the feet on the wall. So just letting your body decide where your legs want to go. Not overthinking, just feeling it out. And as we begin to prepare for final relaxation, either here in legs up the wall or in Shavasana, your choice. Whenever you'd like to make your way there or not, you can stay here. I'd like to share one of my favorite sleep meditations, my meditation teacher, David Gandelman. He likes to think of sleep as kind of blasting off into cloud 9. And in order to get to cloud 9, you need to change the backpack that you're wearing. And sometimes, during the days, our backpack is like a lot of weight. It's the weight that we're carrying, our proverbial backpack. So it might be our worries, our concerns, our to-do lists. Whatever weight that is we're carrying, we might hold it in this backpack. So in order to blast off into cloud 9, you need to put that backpack down first. So see yourself put that backpack down, put it aside. And we'll replace it with a lighter air pack. An air pack that allows us to lift off. And begin to move up into this proverbial cloud 9 place. And this can be a place you can go in your imagination, a place of respite, of peace, soft, pillowy comfort. There's no effort in the body, no effort in the mind, and no effort in the breath. And perhaps this literally feels like a cloud, like you're enveloped in fluffy, white, cottony goodness, holding you and supporting all of you. Allow yourself to settle in here to cloud 9. Whole body completely relaxed. Crown of your head soft. Space around the eyes smooth. Jaw slackened. Throat relaxed and your tongue heavy to the bottom of your mouth. Arms and hands heavy. Your belly is soft, unclenched, no effort. Hips heavy. thighs, knees soft, ankles and feet flop open. Whole body surrendered into this white, fluffy cloud nine. Rest and restore. With your eyes closed, taking another moment in your imaginary cloud nine. Knowing you can come back there anytime in your mind. Putting back on that air pack that will bring you back down to the earth. Slowly wiggling fingers and toes. Circle wrists and ankles. In your own time and own way, make your way to your left side, your yin side. Your head heavy on your left arm. And as you're ready, slowly rise, coming up to a seat. And sitting tall with the neck somewhere in between that turtle and the giraffe. A neck of ease. Shoulders relax down the back. And bring the hands together at the heart, and we'll seal the practice tonight in our voices with the sound of Om. Everybody muted. So allowing yourself to Om to your heart's delight. Exhale, whoosh sound. Inhale. I wish you all peaceful, sweet slumber and sweeter dreams. Namaste.